Before the city fully woke up, the light arrived. Not loudly, not soothingly, just a soft silver glow slipping through the curtains. The house was still. The air, cool. The wooden floor carried the faint chill of early morning. In the small kitchen, a kettle clicked softly as it cooled from last night's use. A clock ticked patiently on the wall, and in the bedroom doorway, a child stood rubbing sleepy eyes. The parent was already awake. Not busy, not rushing, just standing near the window, watching the sky slowly turn from pale gray to soft blue. "Is it morning already?" the child asked in a whisper. The parent smiled gently. "It's the quiet part of morning." They didn't turn on the lights. They didn't need to. The early sunlight was enough. Near the window sat a row of small clay pots, mint, basil, rosemary, and one tiny plant that had been struggling for weeks. The child noticed the watering can on the floor. "Can we water them today?" The parent nodded. Together, the child carried the small metal watering can carefully with both hands. It felt heavier than usual, not because of the water, but because of the responsibility. The parent guided them to the first pot. "Slowly," they said. The child tilted the can. Water poured out too quickly at first. "Oh!" the child gasped. The soil overflowed slightly. The parent laughed softly, not mocking, not correcting harshly. "Plants are patient," they said. "But we must be gentle." This time, the child poured slowly. The water disappeared quietly into the soil. They moved from pot to pot. Mint leaves trembled slightly as droplets touched them. Basil leaves caught the light, tiny beads, shining like glass. The small struggling plant was last. Its leaves were thin, slightly curled. "Will this one grow?" the child asked. The parent crouched beside them. "Maybe," they answered honestly, "but we still care for it." The child poured water carefully, the slowest pour yet. A single drop clung to the edge of a leaf before falling. Silence filled the room. Outside, distant birds began their morning calls. Somewhere down the street, a door opened. The city was stretching awake. The parent opened the window slightly. Cool air slipped inside. Curtains lifted gently. The child leaned forward and breathed in deeply. "It smells fresh." "That's what mornings are for," the parent replied. Fresh starts. They stood together, watching the sunlight grow warmer. The small struggling plant looked the same, but something felt different. Hope didn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looked like water and soil. The child placed the watering can down carefully. "Can we do this every morning?" The parent looked at them. Really looked. "Not every morning," they said gently, "but often enough." The child nodded, as if that was a serious agreement. The sun finally rose high enough to spill golden light across the floor. The house no longer felt sleepy. It felt alive. The parent reached out and adjusted one leaf on the struggling plant. "Growth takes time," they said quietly. The child repeated the words softly, committing them to memory. Outside, the city began its usual rhythm: footsteps, distant car engines, faint conversation. Inside, something slower remained. Two figures by a window, small clay pots lined neatly in a row. Morning light stretching across wooden walls. The camera of this memory, if it could float, would slowly rise above them. Not dramatic, not. Hust, peaceful, because sometimes the most important moments in a home are the smallest ones. And sometimes all it takes to begin again is a little water.